Hello, hello, hello to all of my Tauruses and happy Tuesday. I hope you all are having a great day. I know you are. All right, this is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your weekly reading for all of my Tauruses. I hope you all are having a great day. We're going to get right into your reading, Taurus. Now, what do we know about our Taurus before we start the reading? Tauruses, earth signs. You all are quiet people. You're affectionate. You're very patient. You're stable. You're determined. You're practical. And because you're a fixed sign, sometimes you're resistant to change. Your polar opposite sign is Scorpio. If you want to know why, you can call me for a personal reading at 202-460-3205. That's both inside the United States and international. If you're calling internationally, please use WhatsApp. It's going to save you tons of money. And use the country code #1. All right. Also, Taurus, if your root chakra is out of alignment, and we know that the root chakra is all about you being grounded and feeling secure, that your basic needs are being met, and you're feeling connected to family and tribal consciousness in healthy ways. If that is out of alignment, you may want to check the people around you. That's including family, that's friends, that's work relationships, that's anybody around you, so that you can get realigned. Because one thing we do know about Tauruses, we know that a high vibrating Taurus is very logical, very generous and trustworthy. You all are very determined, you're understanding, you're very kind, you're organized, you're very reliable, you're patient, you're practical, you're devoted, you're responsible, you're stable, right? So if you're not living to your highest self and your highest frequency, you want to check the frequency of the people around you. You want to check the energy of the people around you, right? Okay, let's get into your reading. Most High God in the universe, please give me a special reading for my Tauruses as it relates to all areas of their lives, specifically in areas of money and wealth, also in areas of spirituality and where they need to take action, also in areas of creativity and emotions, and also in areas of power and intellect. What information do we have for our Tauruses? Again, if you're interested in a personal reading, my number is 202-460-3205. My readings are 50% off until September 22nd. Alrighty, I've been meeting a lot of you all, which has been fantastic. We've just been having a good time. All right, let's get into your reading, Taurus. Let's see what we have. Let's see. Shifting. Looking like also, one of the things I wanted to share with you all, Taurus, is that your most likable trait, the things that people say most about you all, about our Tauruses, is your dependability, right? So one thing people like the most about Tauruses is your dependability, right? And so remember that. So again, when people take us out of our element, you're grounded, you're very stable people, you're very logical people, Tauruses. When people take you out of your element, and you got to get your root chakras realigned, right? Let's talk about this. Let's talk about these cards here. Let's talk. So it looks like your family life and your money life is good. I just want to say that first of all. Okay, I'm looking at the Page of Cups here, right? The Page of Cups is really about trusting your intuition. For some people, it could mean beginning a love affair. It could mean romantic feelings. It could mean really trusting your intuition, right? But nevertheless, this is about trusting your intuition. Like I said, family life is good, right? Looking real good. This is the 10 of Cups. Family life is looking real good, right? And so I love seeing this particular card because, like I said, let me see if I can get in close, not too close here. This is about your life being full circle. Your life being full circle. You being connected. You're feeling whole, joy, peace. Family life is good, right? And I'll look this also, Queen of Cups. You're just a very compassionate person, very open-hearted person, which is what I'm not surprised at. You're very open-hearted. You're very empathetic, tender-hearted, emotionally aware, right? So that's what I'm saying. Getting back to what's most important, right, Taurus? What's most important, in your life. Then I'm looking at The Two of Pentacles, right? Just feeling very confident and feeling aware, just feeling confident in your abilities, right? Your daily affairs, prioritizing what really matters in your life. So your life being in full balance, right? See, this person having full balance. Can you see this? I want to make sure you can see that. And then I'm looking at, material gain for some of you all. Life being in full synergy, things just looking right, things being in balance, right? This is about you really, really just going with the flow. You've been going with the flow of things. If people want to leave your life, you're like, okay, you know what? It's cool. They want to walk away. I'm not shedding any more tears. I'm just in a good place and I'm focusing on what really, really matters, right? And then we have this right here. So you've been giving some thought about some things in general, right? And for some of you, you all have been in rumination mode. This is a really deep thought about something, maybe a little distracted by it, maybe even a little withdrawn, which, like I said, for Tauruses, you all have that quiet strength. So sometimes you just kind of sort of go within that feminine duality. Kind of sort of go within. This has nothing to do with man, woman. It could be man or woman, but the feminine duality is what is dominant in earth signs and in water signs. So this is about you just kind of sort of going to be in introspective mode, just kind of just thinking about things, but also focusing too on what's important in your life. Things are going well for you in your life. And like I said, if your root chakra is out of alignment, right? And I talked about exactly what the root chakra is, and I'm going to tell you this again. Root chakra is all about being grounded, not just feeling grounded, but being grounded, right? And feeling secure that your basic needs are being met, feeling connected to family in healthy ways, right? Healthy ways is the key. In healthy ways. I want to reiterate that. In healthy ways. Very, 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 very important. Very important, because if it's unhealthy, it's going to throw your root chakras out of alignment. And just because there could be people around you that's saying, well, you got to give people a chance. You got to, not necessarily, right? You just stay grounded and rooted like a tree. Did I say round? Listen, Taurus. You all know that sometimes I put words together and we're going to create a brand new word. Okay, so rounded is a word, but I was actually trying to say rooted and grounded. And you all know I leave all my bloopers in here, but I was saying rounded. Okay, well-rounded. Rooted. Just said rooted and grounded. Okay, all right, but you all know what I'm saying, right, Taurus? Okay, but this is if anybody around you is challenging your root chakras. And what that looks like for a lot of people is challenging your stability, your security, your loyalty, your prosperity, your patience. It's just challenging who you are at the root of who you are, right? So sometimes what that looks like is depression. It can feel like you're feeling lazy, overeating, issues with your knees, your feet, your bowels, blood or bones. I mean, that's overactive, right? If it's underactive, you're feeling a little anxious and almost accident prone, financially unstable, constantly moving homes for some people, and you don't have to do that. Sometimes it just really is a matter of just checking the energies around you and just standing your ground. Yep. Before I even pulled the cards, this one came out, the Eight of Swords. So the Eight of Swords is about self-sabotage, right? So let's pull this back up. This is the Four of Pentacles, right? This is rumination. This is about giving some deep thought to something, even sometimes even being withdrawn or feeling withdrawn about something, or even being distracted. If you're giving too much energy to people around you who are throwing off your root chakra, that's self-sabotage because you're giving too much energy to it. You have to be okay with people walking out of your life. You have to be okay with things not, people having some kind of issues, internal struggles with themselves. For some people, for some of you, just some, not all, but for some of you, those people who have walked away from you have been real close to you. This is right here. This is the Five of Swords. And so now it's all about you taking self-interest. This is all about you, focusing on you. right? This is about you focusing on you. This is Five of Swords is specifically about self-interest, and also because for some of you, people who are challenging your root chakra, you may have felt some kind of hostility to some degree. That's what I'm saying. Those people who have walked away from you, allow them to walk away from you and focus on you. Get yourself back realigned. You have to get yourself realigned. I'm looking at the Emperor card, right? Let me put this up here for a second. Major Arcana, this Emperor card. Well, we do have some other Major Arcana. Have the Hierophant. This is your card, Taurus. This is about you tapping into who you are. Remember I said for my Taurus is vibrating at the highest frequency, you all are very logical people, very generous and trustworthy, very determined, very kind people, very organized, very patient, very reliable, very practical, devoted, responsible, very stable people, right? Very, very stable people. And so, like I said, the Hierophant card is attached to the Taurus, right? And you have to understand something. Not everybody is going to get along. not everybody's going to get along because not everybody's on the same vibration and frequency, right? This Emperor card is attached to the Aries. Let's pull this off here for a second. Very powerful, very ambitious, very authoritative, right? Even almost a father figure in the household. Doesn't necessarily mean that it's a man. It could be a single mother. It could be a widow. It could be a woman that has assumed the father role in a household, like the head of the household when we're talking about hierarchy, right? So this is a person who knows how to take control of a situation, structure thoughts, that kind of thing, right? And so if it is an Aries that is somehow somewhere in your life that is causing that's causing this fire energy is causing some kind of feeling like not necessarily uprooting you, but just kind of throwing things out of whack, then that's something that you need to let go, right? So I'm not saying anything about in your cards about toxic energy at all. So what that means is a matter of respect, people respecting each other's power. Okay, I know I'm powerful in my own right. I know you're powerful in your own right. But for some reason, we just don't connect. We just don't gel. We're not on the same frequency, and that is okay. I respect your power. You respect my power, but I'm going to be over here, and you're going to be over here. That kind of stuff, that kind of energy that I'm getting. I'm also looking at the Ace of Swords, right? For some of you, this is about pure power, a breakthrough. The Swords energy is attached to the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But again, this is about you having a major, major breakthrough in all of this. So you sat down, you gave it some thought. You've been in introspection mode. And clarity is coming. Like, you know what? I can exist and be powerful in my space. They can exist and be powerful in their space. And it's okay. As long as we respect each other enough to not cross any boundaries, right? So again, you don't have to be in this position. This is self-sabotage. This is a person who can simply just remove all of these shackles, these ropes from their arms, the blindfolds from their arms, their eyes, and see, listen, I'm powerful. I'm powerful. I'm not going to allow this person to shake me to the core. I'm just not, right? And so that's how you take your power back. And then I'm looking at the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is somebody who is very ambitious, somebody who's a risk taker, someone who's very action oriented, right? For some of you, this is the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is the fire energy, right? Fire element. For some of you, you may have had an Aries in your life that represented somebody who had the gift of gab, but they were always bragging, or somebody who was self-assured, but they were vain and but they were very vain. They seemed self-assured, but they were also very vain. For somebody, it could be somebody who seems like they were enthusiastic, but they made a bunch of empty promises, right? So again, you don't have to give it too much thought. I don't see anything in your reading about necessarily this about toxicity, right? About an unhealthy attachment. This is more or less about you existing in your space and power, they existing in their space and power, and you all creating healthy boundaries. So maybe there's some conversations or some things that need to be taken off the table, that you can't discuss, because you're going to have to learn how to agree to disagree, right? Let's get an oracle card. Let's see what the oracle cards say. But in the big scheme of things, Taurus, this is really, really not as significant as you may think. This is, again, taking back your power. Like really, really, really taking back your power. And so how you realign your root chakra is aromatherapy, hatha yoga, reflexology. Also there are crystals that resonate with the root chakra in particular. If you all are into crystals, that will resonate with your root chakra. Very, very, very powerful. So for those of you who are into crystals and essential oils and that kind of thing, the crystals that resonate mostly with the root chakra are the ruby, the garnet, the black tourmaline, let me think, the bloodstone, the obsidian, the onyx, the red jasper, the lotus stone, the smoky quartz. Those crystals resonate with the root chakra. So you want to also get some of those, because they, like I said, they resonate with the root chakra. So this is about getting your root chakra realigned. This person or these people don't have to, they don't have to uproot you in any way, shape, form, or fashion, right? They don't have to disrupt your home or family life. Here we go. The number 10. This is about you getting your power back. This is really, really about you getting your power back. And what's interesting about the number 10 is 0 actually, 0 is the God number, right? So you add 0 to any number, it's going to add to that number exponentially, right? So $10, but you add another 0 to it, it's 100. You add another 0 to it, it's 1,000, right? So it adds value to the number 1. We know the number 1 is grounded and rooted. You have the grounding, the grounding here and all the way pointing up to the sky, to the Most High God. So you have direct power, right, to the source to heal, right? So you have power. So what you need to do is anything that does not align with where you are, it needs to fade to black, just as black as this card. This is you taking your power back, Taurus, okay? That is what I have for you. I know you're having a fantastic day. All right, bye.